Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we're going to dive into a story that looks peaceful on the surface, but quietly hides a storm underneath. After a terrifying threat on a lonely mountain road, Alex stayed the night to protect Tu Na and her baby, Henry. But the next morning, something happens that makes Tu Na's heart drop again. Because the danger doesn't knock on the door. It just slows down outside the gate, like it wants them to know it's still there. So the question is, if someone is circling your home without ever showing their face, how do you protect a mother and a 6-month-old baby without letting fear take over your life? If you enjoy this story, don't forget to hit subscribe so you won't miss the next episodes. Let's begin. Morning in the northern mountains doesn't begin with an alarm clock. It begins with a rooster that sounds way too confident, a little smoke from the kitchen roof, and the steady breathing of a baby who finally slept well. Tu Na's home is small, one wooden sleeping room with her bed and Henry's crib, a simple cooking corner under a leaf roof, and a dirt yard with a bamboo table facing her vegetable garden. The pig pen and chicken coop sit off to the side, always loud, always alive. Alex woke before sunrise. He sat up carefully so the floorboards wouldn't creak, and he watched Henry sleeping, tiny fists near his cheeks, lips slightly open, peaceful in a way that felt almost unfair after yesterday. Tu Na opened her eyes and reached toward the crib by instinct, then paused when she realized Alex was already awake. "You didn't sleep," she whispered. "I slept enough," Alex whispered back. "You? Better," Tu Na admitted, glancing at Henry, "because you were here." Alex nodded once. "That's why I stayed." Henry made a soft sound, halfway between a sigh and a complaint. Tu Na started to sit up, but Alex was already moving. "Let me," he said. He lifted Henry the way Tu Na had shown him, supporting his neck, holding him close. Henry blinked, confused for 1 second, then grabbed Alex's shirt and settled. "Good morning, little man," Alex murmured, rocking him gently. Tu Na watched, and her mouth softened into a small smile. "He doesn't like strangers." "Good thing I'm not a stranger," Alex replied. A moment later, Alex's mother appeared at the doorway, wrapped in a light jacket, eyes sharp in that calm way older women have when they've decided fear doesn't get to win. "Give him here," she said softly. Alex passed Henry over. She bounced him once and Henry relaxed immediately. "He likes you," Tu Na said. "He likes people who don't panic," Alex's mother answered. Then she nodded toward the kitchen. "Up. Eat something warm." They moved into the leaf roof cooking area. Tu Na crouched to arrange wood. Alex tried to help and blew too hard. Ash flew right back at him. Tu Na coughed and laughed. "Not like that," she teased. "I'm still learning," Alex admitted, grinning. His mother gave a quiet laugh while rocking Henry. "Babies and fire," she said. "Those will humble any man." Breakfast was simple: rice, greens from the garden, and Tu Na's homemade kimchi. They ate at the bamboo table in the dirt yard. Henry sat on Alex's mother's lap, chewing a teether and staring at the steam like it was magic. For a few minutes they talked about ordinary things. Alex fed Tu Na a bite of kimchi without thinking. Tu Na rolled her eyes like she was annoyed, but she didn't move away. Then Alex set his chopsticks down. "I need to go to the workshops for a few hours," he said. "After that, I want to check the cassava fields." Tu Na's fingers tightened around her bowl. "Is something wrong?" "Not wrong," Alex said carefully. "Just not good enough. The starch quality isn't where it should be. It's fixable, but I have to show up and correct the process." Alex's mother nodded. "You show up? People trust you." Tu Na stared at Henry's sleepy face. "I hate that I'm scared," she admitted. Alex reached across the table and covered her hand. "Being scared isn't wrong," he said. "It tells us what we need to protect." His mother leaned in, voice low and steady. "We protect with routine. Lock the gate. Don't walk the quiet road alone. If you need to go anywhere, we go together." Tu Na nodded. "Okay." Alex stood to leave, but he didn't rush. He washed his bowl, checked the gate latch, and lingered a second longer than necessary, like he was trying to leave calm behind with him. At the gate, he put on his helmet and looked at Tu Na, then at Henry pressed against her shoulder. "Eat properly today," he told her. "Don't skip meals just because you're anxious." Tu Na gave him a look. "You're the one who skips meals." Alex smiled. "Then you remind me." Alex stepped closer and kissed her forehead, quick and steady. Then he touched Henry's cheek with one finger. "I'll be back before dark," he promised. The motorbike rolled down the road, the sound fading into the morning. Tu Na stood in the yard until she couldn't hear it anymore. Then she forced herself back into routine. She cleaned, she folded baby clothes, she pulled weeds at the garden edge while swaying Henry on her hip. It was slow work, but it kept her hands busy, kept her hands. By late morning, Henry got fussy, the kind that means he wants sleep, but doesn't know how to surrender to it. Tu Na walked gentle circles in the yard, humming, until his body softened against her chest. She sat on the bamboo chair and rocked. A motorbike passed on the road outside. Tu Na barely noticed at first. People rode past all day, but Alex's mother stopped moving, listening. The engine slowed briefly, then sped up again. Tu Na looked up. "What is it?" "Probably someone lost," Alex's mother said quickly. Too quickly. Then she forced a casual tone. "If you hear anyone stop, you go inside." Tu Na nodded, but the cold feeling in her stomach didn't listen to logic. She hugged Henry a little tighter and kept rocking. At noon, Alex called. "How are you two?" he asked. "We're okay," Tu Na said, keeping her voice light. "He's asleep." "Good," Alex said. "I'm finishing at the workshop. Then I'm going to the fields. I'll message you when I'm heading back." Tu Na hesitated, then dropped the mask. "Come back," she said simply. "I will," Alex answered. After the call ended, Alex's mother finally let her calm mask slip just a fraction. She looked at the road again, then back at Tu Na. "If you hear a motorbike slow down like that again," she said quietly, "you don't go outside. You come straight inside with the baby. Understand?" Tu Na swallowed. "You saw him." Alex's mother didn't confirm with words. She didn't need to. She only reached out and adjusted Henry's blanket, gentle and careful. "He wants you to feel alone," she said. "So we make sure you're not." Tu Na nodded, holding Henry close. The sun was bright, the yard looked peaceful. The chickens were arguing as usual, but her eyes stayed on the road beyond the garden, waiting for Alex's engine to return and hoping the next sound she heard wouldn't be the wrong one. The afternoon stretched out in that quiet, slow way it always does when you're trying to act normal on the outside while your mind keeps scanning the road. Tu Na told herself, almost like a rule, just do what you always do. If she kept her hands busy, maybe her heart would stop racing. So she rinsed vegetables in a plastic basin and laid them out to dry. She checked the pig pen, topped up the water, and threw feed into the chicken coop. The chickens started arguing over nothing, loud and dramatic as usual, and for a second, it made her smile, because it sounded like the world still had ordinary problems. Henry woke up and started fussing with that warm, sleepy complaint babies have when they're hungry and tired at the same time. Tu Na lifted him onto her shoulder, swaying gently, patting his back in a steady rhythm. His cheek pressed into her collarbone, warm and heavy. and that familiar weight grounded her. She hummed without thinking, the same tune she'd hummed 100 times, and after a few minutes his breathing softened again. Alex's mother stayed close, not in a suffocating way, just in a steady way. She swept the dirt yard, wiped down the bamboo table, and checked the gate latch like it was a habit she'd had forever. She didn't talk too much. She didn't ask Tu Na to be strong in that annoying way people say when they don't know what else to say. She simply stayed, and that helped. Then, sometime in the middle of the afternoon, a motorbike sound approached from the road. Normally Tu Na wouldn't even look up. People passed by all day, but this time the engine slowed near the gate. Not stopping, not pulling in, just slowing, lingering for a few seconds like someone wanted to feel the place. Alex's mother paused mid-step. Her eyes lifted, sharp and focused, and that single change was enough to make Tu Na's stomach tighten. Alex's mother didn't step outside. She didn't look through the gate. She didn't create a scene. She only said, calm but firm, "Go inside." Tu Na didn't argue. She stood up with Henry pressed to her shoulder and moved quickly into the sleeping room. She closed the wooden door and stood still, listening. Henry made a small sound, sensing her tension, and Tu Na patted his back softly, forcing her breathing to stay quiet so the baby wouldn't get upset. Outside, the engine idled for a few seconds. Then it revved and moved on, fading down the road as if nothing had happened. Tu Na let out a slow breath she hadn't realized she was holding. Alex's mother came inside a moment later, face controlled, voice low. "It's gone," she said. Tu Na didn't ask directly, but her eyes asked everything. Alex's mother didn't confirm or deny. She just said, "We do the same thing every time. We don't go out. We don't react. We keep the baby calm." Tu Na nodded, jaw tight. "I hate feeling like I'm waiting." "I know," Alex's mother replied, softer now, "but waiting inside is still better than stepping into danger. You listened. That's good." That small approval hit Tu Na harder than she expected. She looked down at Henry's sleepy face and kissed the top of his head. "It's okay," she whispered, mostly to herself. "Mom is here." Not long after, her phone buzzed. Alex. He didn't write a long message, just something simple. "How are you two?" Tu Na stared at the screen, thumb hovering. She didn't want to add weight to his day, but she also didn't want to pretend. So she typed, "We're okay. Henry is calm. Drive safely." His reply came almost immediately. "I will. I'll be back before dark." As the sun dropped lower, the yard turned gold, and then slowly gray. Tu Na changed Henry, fed him, cleaned up, and tried to keep the evening routine smooth. Routine was her way of telling the fear, "You don't get to control this house." Alex's mother prepared a simple dinner under the leaf-roof kitchen. The wood fire crackled, sending a warm smell into the cold air. They didn't rush. They didn't dramatize. They just kept moving, one normal step at a time. Then finally, the sound Tu Na had been waiting for arrived. Not a motorbike, but a car engine. The hum was deeper, steadier, and it turned into the lane with a familiar rhythm. Tu Na stepped out into the yard with Henry in her arms. Alex's car rolled to a stop. He got out quickly, shutting the door with one hand, eyes going straight to Tu Na and the baby. He didn't ask questions from a distance. He walked right up, close enough that Tu Na could feel the warmth of him. "Hey," he said, soft. "I'm here." Tu Na tried to keep her face calm, but her relief showed anyway. Henry blinked at Alex and then reached out with both hands, making that eager little sound that meant, "Pick me up." Alex smiled and took him carefully, supporting his neck, holding him close. Henry grabbed Alex's shirt and settled like he recognized safety. Tuna watched that and felt her shoulders drop for the first time all day. Alex glanced at his mother. How was it? Alex's mother answered the way she always did, direct and controlled. A motorbike slowed near the gate earlier. I told her to go inside. She listened. It left. Alex's expression tightened, but he didn't explode. He didn't run to the road. He didn't do anything reckless. He just nodded, like he was putting the information into a file in his head. Then he looked at Tu Na. You did exactly right, he said. Tu Na swallowed. I didn't want Henry to feel it. He won't, Alex said, bouncing the baby gently. Not if we keep doing it the right way. Dinner was simple again. Greens, rice, a small plate of kimchi. Whatever could be made with what was on hand. They ate at the bamboo table while Henry dozed in and out, heavy in Alex's arms. Every time the baby stirred, Alex touched his tiny hand as if that touch could keep the world stable. After dinner, Alex stayed a little longer than usual. He helped wash dishes, checked the gate latch, and walked the yard once, slowly, calmly, like he was memorizing the space and making it his responsibility too. He didn't make a show of it. He just did it. When he came back inside, Tu Na was folding baby clothes near the bed, keeping her movements small so she wouldn't wake Henry if he drifted off. Alex sat beside her and spoke quietly. I know today was heavy. Tu Na looked down at her hands. I kept thinking, what if next time your mom isn't here? Alex didn't dismiss her. He didn't say, don't think like that. He leaned in, voice low and steady. Then we make sure you're not alone. You don't go out on the quiet road by yourself. If you need something, we plan it. If anything feels strange, you go inside first, always. Tuna nodded, eyes glossy. I'm trying. I know, Alex said. And you're doing it. Alex's mother watched them for a moment, then stood up and reached for her helmet. I'm going home, she announced, like it was a normal, practical decision. Which it was. I'll check in tomorrow morning. Tuna immediately stood. Please be careful on the road. Alex's mother gave her a small, reassuring nod. I've ridden these roads longer than you've been alive. She glanced at Alex. You too. Don't let worry make you careless. Alex nodded. I won't. A minute later, the motorbike started outside. The sound moved down the lane and faded, leaving the house quieter than before. Tuna felt the absence instantly, like someone had turned down the lights. Alex noticed. He reached for her hand. Look at me, he said gently. Tuna looked up. You're not alone, he repeated. Not tonight. He didn't stay the night this time. After he made sure Henry was settled and Tuna's breathing wasn't shaking, he stood and picked up his car keys. I have to go home, he said softly, but I'll call you when I get there. And if you hear anything, you call me immediately. No waiting. Tuna nodded, trying to be brave. Drive safe. Alex leaned in and kissed her forehead, then touched Henry's cheek with one finger, careful not to wake him. Sleep, he whispered to the baby, as if giving him a mission. Outside, Alex's car engine started. The headlights swept across the garden rows for a second, then the car backed out slowly and turned onto the road. Tuna stood in the doorway until the sound faded. The house felt small again. Small and quiet and vulnerable. But when she looked down at Henry sleeping in his crib, she forced herself to remember what Alex had said. Not alone. Not tonight. She closed the door, checked the latch, and sat beside the crib, watching Henry's chest rise and fall. The road outside stayed dark and silent, holding its secrets for tomorrow.
Sau lời đe dọa đáng sợ, Từ Na thức dậy trong một buổi sáng yên tĩnh trên núi và cố gắng xây dựng lại cuộc sống bình thường với bé Henry trong vòng tay. Trong khi Alex đi làm, Từ Na tuân theo một quy trình an toàn đơn giản: giữ bình tĩnh, khóa cổng và tập trung chăm sóc Henry. Mẹ của Alex ở gần đó, vững vàng và quan sát, giúp đỡ việc nhà và âm thầm bảo vệ họ mà không gây hoảng loạn. Buổi chiều, một chiếc xe máy chạy chậm lại gần cổng, gây ra căng thẳng ngay lập tức. Không nhìn ra ngoài, mẹ của Alex bình tĩnh bảo Từ Na vào nhà với em bé cho đến khi tiếng động tắt hẳn. Đến tối, Alex trở về bằng xe hơi, an ủi Từ Na và trấn an cô rằng nỗi sợ hãi sẽ không thể kiểm soát ngôi nhà của họ. Mẹ của Alex lái xe về nhà và Alex cũng rời đi, hứa sẽ gọi điện và bảo vệ họ.